This all started in December of 2019 when these two individuals, a deputy in Livingston Parish and his teacher wife, who was a middle school teacher, got caught by Adobe. They were photoshopping things. Adobe turned them into authorities in Louisiana, which launched an investigation. Authorities with the Attorney General's office showed up at the couple's house. They found this safe full of hard drives, computers, thumb drives, things like that. And all of it was encrypted with a software called Keep My Data Safe. And so essentially they had to come in and decode everything. And when they decoded everything, they were alarmed at what they saw. They saw child porn. They saw child rape. They also saw what appeared to be this deputy who was ejaculating on sweets that were then being served to his wife's class.
My God, my God. So do we know if any of the children were actual students or relatives, or were these just videos that they collected off of the internet?
So according to the court documents that we have, the kids that were served the sweets were definitely students in her class. They photoshopped apparently the kids' photos, and they had pictures of the children eating the sweets, the cupcakes that he had ejaculated on. In terms of the actual victims that were raped by these individuals, we're told that they possibly were some of their close associates or people that they knew.
Wow, just mind-blowing. She's a teacher, and of course, he is a former deputy, and she's a former teacher. I think they're estranged now, right? They've divorced?
So she divorced him, and, you know, if it gives you any indication of what their plan of attack is, they immediately filed for divorce. She actually just struck a plea deal with some of the prosecutors here. So she now has to testify against him at trial, and she has agreed to do that in exchange for what some people in this area are calling a light sentence. She'll probably do about 40 years and will probably be eligible for good time, so maybe 20 years. So we'll see what happens. You know, what's really interesting about this case is these are the people that you teach your children to trust. You teach your children to trust law enforcement. You teach them to trust their teacher and to think that they could do something as sick and twisted as this. I mean, it really just has this whole community in utter shock.
Exactly, and you're exactly right. They're supposed to be the best of us, our educators, our law enforcement officers, and they went really, really bad, just mind-blowing. Now, what's the status in his case? Where does he stand, Dennis Perkins, the former deputy?
So he is scheduled to go to trial sometime this summer. I'm told that they have some evidentiary issues that they're now trying to work through. We had exposed not long ago that a couple of hard drives that were seized out of that safe in their house are now missing. So the million-dollar question is, where are those hard drives? Did the Attorney General's office misplace it? Did the Sheriff's office misplace it? And so if that is the case, that raises questions about what is the chain of custody for some of these other pieces of evidence that were collected. So it's a valid question that's probably going to be brought up before trial. The Attorney General's office says they don't have any missing hard drives, but there are 2 hard drives that were labeled and processed, taken in as evidence, that are now gone.
Parents there must be heartbroken when they found out about this, and especially those parents who had students in the classroom with Cynthia Perkins, the teacher.
Oh, 100%. Can you imagine getting a phone call saying your child is photographed? We believe there's a picture of your child in the safe of their teacher with their deputy husband ejaculating on cupcakes, and we believe that your child ate it. And so if you can only imagine the shock that these parents, you know, had to deal with, I think they identified at least 12 kids that ate those tainted cupcakes.
Wow, wow. Just mind-blowing that this has occurred in Livingston.
Shalom, shalom, kohalayim la, abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite fauners, and shalom to the Akwaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Now, as you saw in the prior clip, which was about 4 minutes and some change, hey, look, there's nothing that the nation of the Edomites will not do, man. This man is more valid than the earth. He's outright wicked. The Edomite woman and the Edomite man. Okay? Period, man. I am not surprised, but this is very, very disgusting for you to be a school teacher and have your husband, who is a police officer, a deputy at that, to do that and to wow. If these people aren't the wicked, I don't know who the hell is, man. Real talk. If these people aren't the wicked that the Bible speaks of, I don't know who the hell is, man. Let's start off here, man. I'm gonna read 4 scriptures, man. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, man. Okay, because this is, man, wow. I'm not surprised though, but still, wow. What the hell? Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10, and it reads this: Never, never, ever, never, never, never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. So look, man, look. Newsflash PSA to you parents, man. You should never, ever tell your kids to eat anything that they teachers prepped at home or any other student, man. Okay? And to be honest with you, if you have the funds and the way to do it, you should be packing your kids lunch, feeding them before they go to school, man. Okay? Because look, man, let me read this again, man. Never trust thine enemy. These red silverback cave gorillas are our enemy. They're not our friends. They're not our buddies. Okay? Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And this was extremely wicked, extremely off, man. And not only, him putting a specimen on cupcakes, they also had videos of, childs doing stuff like that, and also them taken by force, which you know what I'm talking about. Children, man. Taking by force children. Doesn't this sound like something they was doing back in the slave days? Okay, taking by force children. Hey, look, there's nothing new under the sun, which is stated in Ecclesiastes, man. Okay, but let's go here real quick. Let's go to Job. Man, oh man. We need Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah ASAP, man. This is Job chapter 30, verse 8, and it reads this: They were children of fools, because this nation of Esau, Edom, they're children of fools, man. They have no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Okay, they walk in utter darkness, man. Their judgments are off. Okay, everything is upside down here, man. Everything is out of course, man. Okay, nothing is on a correct path it's supposed to be on, man. Okay, they call good evil and evil good, man. Okay, and I bet you that the Shedemite and the Edomite man, I bet you they believe that they ain't did nothing wrong whatsoever, that they have the right to do what they did. So again, Job 3 verse 8, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. This the Hebrew Edomites is the basis of men. Okay, that's the weakest nation on the planet, man. And the only reason why they're prospering is because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah gave them the blessing of the sword and put them on top. Okay, because this is the Lord's show. This is the Lord's production, the Lord's movie. He's controlling who's in rulership. Okay, and he put them in rulership. He gave them the earth. Okay, Job 9, verse 24. The earth is given, okay, given into the hands of the wicked. Yahweh Hashem Shah gave these cave gorillas the earth, man. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Now let's look at that word viler. Let's look up that word valor real quick. So this is val. Also uses valor.
Vile.
Okay, val. It says extremely unpleasant. Okay, extremely unpleasant. Morally bad, wicked. Morally bad, wicked. Okay, and here's the Mike Tyson uppercut for it. Of little worth or value. Of little worth or value. So look, it says extremely unpleasant, morally bad, wicked, of little worth or value, man. So they're valor than the earth, man. Okay, these cave gorillas are valor than the earth, man. Salakia. They're valor than the earth, man. So let's go here real quick. What is that? Psalms. Salakia. This is Psalms chapter 10. Salakia. I'm going to read verse 5. All right, so this is Psalms chapter 10, verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Now let's look up that word grievous real quick so we can get a full understanding of the scripture.
Grievous. Grievous.
Okay, grievous. It says right here, let me highlight it for you. Of something bad, very severe or serious. Of something bad, very severe or serious. Now, isn't this situation very severe and serious? Yes, I believe it is. Psalms 10 verse 5 again. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. Now, like I said, man, what in the hell would make you think? Because this is the wicked, man. And if these cave gorillas, these red monkeys, aren't the wicked, like I said before, I don't know who is, man. But their judgments, their thoughts are out of sight, man, out of mind. Like what makes you come up with this wickedness, man? His ways are always grievous. Everything that they do is grievous, man. Okay, as the definition says, man, of something bad, very severe or serious, man. It's not a game with these people, man. These people seriously need to be put down, taken out of rulership, man. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. Okay, they don't know how to judge righteously. They don't know how to, lead righteously, man. They don't know how to do nothing righteously, man. And that's why their judgments are off. Their judgments are unbalanced, wicked. Okay, because nobody in their right mind would think it's okay to put your specimen on cupcakes and then hand them to kids at school. And then take pictures of the kids eating the cupcakes just for memories, man. To laugh. Because we know daggone well these red silverbacks is at home laughing like it was funny. And amongst other things that they did, with the child stuff and, taking the child by force. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, it rhymes with bape. Okay, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And they do this stuff because they think that they're never going to be judged for it, that they're going to get away with it, and that nobody can take them down. So they puff up at all their enemies, man. Walking around with their chest poked out, man. Okay, like they're going to rule forever. Like they can't be stopped. They can't be judged. They can't see no loss of nothing. Okay, but let's close out here, man. Let's close out here. Let's go to Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 14, verse 7, and it reads this. And if he doeth good, so this school teacher, she act like she was trying to do good, give her students, a reward, some cupcakes. More than likely, she probably did on a Friday. You know how these devils think, man, so they can laugh about it the whole weekend. Enjoy it. Look at the pictures and stuff. And if he doeth good, he goes, oh, our teacher passed out cupcakes today, Mom. Oh, that was nice of her. That was real, sweet of her. He doeth it unwillingly. Okay? Because we know that these people don't want to do nothing good, but it's an agenda behind it. Let's continue. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. And what type of wickedness was this, man? She had her husband release his specimen on these cupcakes. I guess little Johnny won't listen, and little Susie and everybody else just got an attitude, and they ain't acting right because they children, they kids. Wicked as hell, man. You cannot trust these people, man. Look, man, like I said before, man, don't tell your kids don't be eating nothing that nobody bring. Or we made some cookies, or no thank you. We made some cupcakes, no thank you. And if you can, like I said, make sure you feed them before they go to school. And if you can, pack their lunch, man. Real talk, pack their lunch, man. We are behind enemy lines, man. We cannot trust these devils, man. And things are only going to get worse. And as you heard, man, they've been doing this for about 3 years. This goes back since 2019. So there's no telling What else they done gave these kids with this man, with her husband, the deputy, a specimen in it, man. Ain't no telling. It could have been Rice Krispie treats, all that, man. Anything, man. Okay, go back and listen to the video. They said 2019, and it's 2002. So like in 2022. Yeah, man. So we're gonna leave it right there, man. Lord willing, I hope and I pray that this is edifying to the hopeful elect. So with that, I'm just gonna say, Shalom.